Your whole heritage is related to the land of your birth. They say this is where your forebears used to talk, and this is where they spoke blood, and this is where they raised dust.
In this global Mardi Gras, bro and Brandon Parky Haas, standing frozen on the sand, the closest land to Antarctica. Nah, it's not the cold snow that gives the chill in the air. Old gold is living down here, a bolt hole for billionaires. Yesteryear, Kiwis were better off with self-reliance. Now we're just a testing ground for their drugs and tech science. Foreign investors buying up our dairy giants, export off the best product to their clients. When I was young, I used to hike on the hill line. In the summer months, living life in real time. Amongst the vines, climbing up the punga trunks and the plump pigeons, spying from the silver pines. I wonder what it must have been like to flee the mother country and wash up on these shores where the thunder claps, where the cannibals inhabited impenetrable forest and the land was as savage as a bloody axe. Just a couple thousand buggers with busted guts, tuck their cuffs and cut the roughest to tussock tufts, rustling up a country from nothing but sticks of kindling in a fresh start from the blackening bricks of England, the old west of the South Seas, where there are deer bleeding out from the boughs of our stout trees, land of the long weed cloud and cow's cheese, where mealy-mouthed politicians should be powerless to crowd please, handing out our house keys to the highest bidder, splashing out on the Chinese, buying them dinner, flying in the cheap migrants to pick our pockets so that the mega conglomerates can get their record profits. What the fuck you think this multicultural model is? It wasn't just plucked from their butthole for warm fuzzies. It's not about a cast of foreigners sitting round the campfire singing kumbaya like long lost cousins. It's vulture capital at its most despicable. Actual robber barons were branded as neoliberal, tapping the developing nations to keep shaving costs. Man is interchangeable cogs in their cheap labour force, launching propaganda campaigns promoting human rights, like the rights of all humans to own the newest Nikes. Like that's improving life, economic migrants are just clients with a unit price. It's so cynical, denying the folk soul that binds you and I to this island like cold rope, where volcano smoke rises from cone holes and their suicide cult guides us with false hope. An unprecedented post-war experiment, cloaked within pretensions of growing more benevolent, while most borders are growing more relevant. We're going all progressive with no core intelligence. You can go ahead and blow your inheritance from your sofa bed and tar me with the racist brush. Is the deep state are charging their tasers for blonde girls with braids and the mothers who make their lunch, asking us favours to knock on our neighbours, partaking in behaviours regarded as vaguely sus. So now passing on artificial flavours is classed as a danger that's up there with blazing moss. They try to demonise swastikas on a rad, St George's crosses, Irish and Scottish flags, where we like to call sausages snags and trad cottages a sacrifice for modern slabs. Welcome to the South Pacific, we're being sandwiched in between the native forest and the ocean is terrific. Welcome to the South Pacific, we're being trapped in between the earthquakes and volcanoes is horrific. Welcome to the South Pacific, where pale people are trained to be ashamed of their place and it's implicit. Welcome to the South Pacific, where placing blame is the game, laying waste is the aim and it's explicit.